Rep Fitness just released a brand new collaboration, and even though I am trying to start my next home gym project, you know we need to talk about it. The No Fate channel, checking in. Jonathan here, and we're going to be talking about Rep Fitness, the company known for having the biggest hype machine in the home gym industry. Well, a few days ago, they teased out the fact that they've got another massive collaboration. And in case you forgot, their last collaboration was with Pepin to release what arguably could be considered the best adjustable dumbbells out there.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Like clockwork, Rep Fitness dropped their announcement that they would be collaborating next with Kleva Built for a whole host of amazing, fully knurled attachments that we need to discuss. Now, keep in mind, full disclosure for all of you trolls out there, this is not a review. Now, maybe I put review in the title. Maybe I put review in the description. Maybe I put review in the thumbnail. Maybe I'm just saying the word review a bunch of times for the YouTube algorithm. This is not a review, and if you're upset about that, take your Midol and hit the bricks, pal, and beat it. For those of you not familiar with Kleva Built, not only am I butchering their name because of this Boston accent, but they were started in 2017 by Ted and Maury Kleva, and they are based around some very original designs, high quality releases, probably best known for their Genesis jack. This is a really great original piece of a release coming in a number of colors, super high quality, super light, and in fact, they've got like a whole video where they literally tried to break it, smash it against the ground, and it won't budge. Now, keep in mind, you know it was a good release when so many foreign companies tried to mimic the design with superior products, and ultimately you see lots of failures in that regard. They are also known for a few other products. They have the Genesis Jack Pro, which allows you to lift up the whole bar at once rather than just one side at a time. They are also known very well for this landmine. This is a landmine that actually has a magnetic clip allowing it to store out of the way when not in use. All of the reviews I've seen on Kleva Built from people who actually paid their own money for the product, I have not seen not one negative review, nothing but glowing remarks about the company, about the quality, about the finish, and about the customer service.
Perfect.
Rep Fitness not shy about doing collaborations. Their last one was with Pepin, allowing them to combine forces and do an adjustable dumbbell that is, by all accounts, top 1 or 2 adjustable dumbbell options out there. And frankly, they can't keep them in stock. Now, Rep Fitness did bring that price point in below what Pepin was charging initially. They've since raised their rates, but still very affordable for everything that they're delivering and that high quality. Now, the other concern from the home gym community, the Garage Gym Reviews Facebook group, is that these small companies, once they collaborate with bigger companies, stop selling their own products. And if you look at Pepin, you can see that their Fast Series are completely out of stock. You can't buy them. They're not even available for pre-order. And I don't know the nature of the contract, if that was the designation that they sold essentially the rights of the designs to Rep Fitness in lieu of being able to sell it themselves. And that kind of makes sense. Why would you try to sell your own product when Rep Fitness is selling arguably the same thing, if not better, for a lower price and with free shipping? And that leads us to the Rep Kleva Built Gym Accessories release that they have announced. They did not take everything from Kleva Built. They basically took, at least at this point, 3 of the handles as well as the Genesis jack. I don't know if they're going to eventually put out the rest of those attachments, if a different deal is going to be struck later on, or if they're working through manufacturing. Now, right off the top, one thing that I think Rep Fitness did beautifully in terms of the actual release was options. They gave you, the consumer, tons of options when it comes to buying these products. First and foremost, the biggest option is the knurling. Usually when you buy handles or attachments, you get what you get and you don't get upset. But now you have the choice between aggressive and medium knurling. Also, they gave you the option to buy all of the accessories at once at a discount over the individual prices, or you can even tailor it to remove the Genesis jack and get the 3 attachments, or even further, you can simply just go and buy the individual attachments if you only are looking to get 1 or even 2 of these. Now, as far as customer service, Rep Fitness known for having some of, if not the best customer service out there in the home gym community, but I will say that these do not come with a lifetime warranty like the Pep-ins. These actually come with a 3-year home use warranty, and the reality is if it's not going to break after 3 years, it's just not going to break. A lot of these items have 0 moving parts, so I don't think you're going to see these things absolutely break. If there is going to be an issue, it's going to be when you first get it, and it'll probably be a manufacturing issue that you can identify day 1 or day 2. I need to thank all of you for using my affiliate links. And when you use those links, let me know so that I can send you a small token of my appreciation. Now, Kleva Built is known for having lightweight attachments, and they do that by using high-quality aluminum. And I don't know how that's going to translate on the grips, but I have to imagine Rep Fitness wouldn't be putting this out if they didn't believe, if they didn't know for certain that they can deliver high-quality knurling, because if there's any issue with the knurling, the community will let you know right away, and Rep Fitness doesn't want to be taking a whole bunch of returns if they can avoid it. I will say that the fact that they are probably aligned with the double black diamond as well as the Colorado bar knurling is good, so it not only tells people what to expect, but it kind of sets the bar, pardon the pun. Let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room, and that is pre-orders. Yep, that's right. This is the newest, latest, and greatest thing in the home gym community. It seems like every company now is doing this, where they put out a brand new product, create all this massive hype, and then take your money only to deliver it months later. Now, this makes perfect sense when you've got a small company who can't raise a ton of coin to create that massive influx of materials that they're going to need in order to build up inventory. It also allows smaller companies to not get in over their heads so that they actually have an idea of the demand for their product before they get a whole bunch of crates in only to see them sitting on the shelves. Now, the bigger companies like Bells of Steel, Rep, and Rogue have been doing this as well, and I don't think it's because they need the money, and frankly, I don't think it's because they want to assess demand, because ultimately, if they're going to be adding this to their lineup for the next few years, I don't think they're going to care if they've got some of this product sitting on the shelves for a few extra months than they would like. I think it's a great way for them to raise hype. They kind of give you that tease, then they drop the teaser reel, and then they create all this buzz and hype about a product that no one actually has in their hands. And ultimately, it gives you that sense of FOMO that you've got to order now, or you're not going to get the latest and greatest widget. The problem that Rep Fitness has kind of dealt with recently is not meeting their ship dates. Now,
you lock it up.
Now, I don't know if that's a manufacturing issue where they didn't ship in time, or they got a whole bunch of product in only to find out that there was a problem in the manufacturing, and that caused the delays. But we saw massive delays with the Rep Fitness Pep-ins as well as the Aries 2.0. And I think a lot of people, when they put in a pre-order, they're perfectly fine waiting for that given date. But when people then move that goalpost, it creates a lot of negative animosity. Well, I will say that Rep Fitness currently showing that if you order by today, they'll be shipping February 14th, 2025. That's a ways away. And I will say, as of yesterday, this ship date was January 31st. So you can see the demand for this has been high, and this is exactly what Rep Fitness wants. They want to create that demand, create that hype and that buzz, and really that case of FOMO so that people put in those orders so that they can be the first to get it in-house. Now, I'm not knocking Rep Fitness. They are, of course, a business looking to make money, but this is hopefully something that they can deliver on. I think they're going to get in more hot water if February 14th comes around and people who order today haven't seen shipping notifications on their products. I want to know from you. Comment down below your thoughts on home gym equipment companies doing pre-orders. Is it a money grab? Is it a marketing ploy? Is it something that you want to see just stopped outright? I personally think, unfortunately, it's just going to continue. I don't think it's a money grab. I think that the interest-free loans that they're getting is really just a drop in the bucket. Ultimately, the biggest benefit that they get from that is the free publicity, the FOMO, the hype, the fact that they're literally selling people products that they don't even have have yet in their hand. Regardless of some of the negative backlash when it comes to pre-orders, I think these companies are going to keep on doing it because at the end of the day, it works, especially if they consistently raise their prices, meaning the people who got in at the ground floor get a better price than people who decided to wait until the product was shipping out in a week or two versus at this point, 2.5 months. Let's have a small discussion about these smaller companies not necessarily selling out, but collaborating with bigger companies. And I think ultimately it shows a sign of the times. The big home gym boom, thanks to COVID, is over, and we're seeing a massive amount of competition, and the demand has probably never been lower based on the fact that, as we've mentioned many times, home gym equipment just doesn't seem to want to break. I personally think this is just the nature of business. A lot of the smaller companies, because of the increase in shipping costs and the fact that they're not shipping a large amount to get a better rate, are just getting hammered, and they have to charge excessively high prices in order to stay profitable. And that is counterintuitive because the higher the price that they charge, the less sales they are going to do. So it makes perfect sense for the smaller companies to sell their original ideas to massive companies who have the money and the background to basically mass produce these overseas. And these smaller companies get their money, they get their profits, and they don't have to navigate the crazy world of competition. They just can work on what they like, which is probably designing really high quality products. From the consumer perspective, I think it's a win-win. You get a high quality in manufacturing, a beautifully innovative design, and usually at a lower price tag. Would I be upset about these pre-orders? No, but if you're worried about the prices going up, you probably should order now because the demand's going to be high, meaning Rep Fitness has no real reason to keep the price low. They can raise the price and still sell probably as many of them as they want. I need to know from you. Comment down below on the Rep Fitness Kleva Built collaboration and your thoughts on pre-orders. Now, one thing that's definitely not on pre-order that you can get right now are these two videos next. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.